Hey, happy Friday, everybody. This is Eric in the card closet. Thanks for joining me again today. I'm on vacation today, so I'm actually doing an afternoon video. Decided to take the day off, have a 3-day weekend. And this is episode 383. There's one man in baseball history that hit 383 career home runs. Can you guess him? Played for the Expos, the Rockies, the Cardinals, maybe others. Those are the three I'm aware of. I hope you guessed Larry Walker. 383 home runs. He'll be our guest today. Look in on the proceedings. I've always liked this card. I like the gold frame to it. Nice action pose there. And then in 1999 Topps, it shows his first batting title in red there. So Larry Walker, he sat in on episode 313 maybe with his batting average. So he's a second-time guest. So lately I've been looking at some of these old-time Hall of Fame Red Sox players and seeing what I have left to complete a career playing day run of them. And so my focus has been on Lefty Grove the last couple weeks, and I've made two big purchases in his career run that I did not have yet. So let's start off. It seems like some of my friends have been showing exhibits cards lately. So this is the 1939 to 46 exhibits card of Lefty Grove. Very much looks like he's in a Philadelphia Athletics uniform there, but those years, 1939 and forward, he played for the Red Sox. So it's a Red Sox card, even though the photo might be on the A's. Got a pretty good deal on this. It looks like it's miscut at the top there, and there's a little bit of a pen mark on his sleeve. But for what I'm looking for Lefty Grove, I'm not looking for the high grade stuff. So this was perfect, exactly what I wanted. And when you collect by year like I do, I really like to figure out what year in that 1939 to 1946 range this is, but there's no way to tell because it's just the same card for Lefty. There are different variations for other players, but for Lefty, it's just this one. So I'm going to call it 1939, since for sure it was released that year. Whether this actual example was 1939 or 40 or 41, I don't know. By 42, he was retired, so it's got to be one of those. And then 1938. It's a problematic year. There are not a lot of cards, and probably the main set, it's the Gowdy, the big head one, the big head Gowdies, but there's no Lefty Grove in that set. And so for Lefty Grove, you've got three options for 1938, and they're all cards that were on the back of Wheaties cereal boxes. There's one that shows him sitting at a table eating a bowl of Wheaties, being served by a maid in this fancy looking place. There's another one of him throwing the ball, or kind of like arms over the head like he's about to throw the ball. And then there's this one. This is 1938 Wheaties of Lefty Grove, cut off the back of a Wheaties box years and years ago. Gives a nice little memory quote from Lefty Grove talking about striking out Babe Ruth in 1925. I think that I could probably trim this up the side here closer to the edge and get away with it, since it was meant to be trimmed up to that edge to begin with. Same with up here in the upper left. There's some, I could probably trim that down a little bit too, but it's got wrinkles, it's got some rips into the card, but really like that card. for 1938. Like I said, you want a Lefty Grove Red Sox card from 1938, there's no other options. And just to kind of give you a size comparison here, here's a standard modern card. Kind of shows you how it fits in. So that is Lefty Grove making a push. I've got 2 more to go, and I will have a playing day card of him every season he played for the Red Sox. So I'm on the hunt for those 2 now, and we will see. I had a 3 paycheck month in June, so my wife and I, whenever we have a surplus like that, surprise or unsurprise influx like that, we spend part of it for fun, and then we're wise with part of it. So my portion is looking for these older cards, trying to fill in some spots. Here's a card I didn't have to pay much for. This is the card I won, and I used the eBay gift card that I got from Picker Jim S. when he had that contest a few weeks back now. The card has finally come in, and here it is. It's a 1935 batter up of Joe Cronin. Exactly the condition I want, exactly the kind of example I wanted. One that doesn't look like it's been folded. Doesn't even look like the figure has ever been popped out. So it's an SGC3 for what it's worth. And this gets me one closer to a Joe Cronin complete Red Sox player run from his playing days too. I think I'm looking for 1938 also for him, because he's not on the Wheaties box either. So Mr. Joe Cronin, Hall of Famer, played a lot of years with the Washington Senators before coming over to the Red Sox mid-career, and was a player manager for them. So that's a nice card. Thank you, Jim S., for helping me put that one together. Between your gift card and my negotiating skills, I didn't have to put out too much out of my pocket for that card. So really, really appreciated Jim for that. A couple other things that have come in that are a little lesser. I got a 2014 Bowman Chrome Refractor of Big Poppy. Flat refraction on that one, so not too exciting, but my last Bowman Chrome Refractor for his player run. And then I kind of realized on the trading card database that as a kid, I used to collect the Diamond Kings that were Red Sox, and I've got a lot of them from the 80s. But somewhere during my college years, I stopped that, and so this is the 1992 Donruss Diamond Kings of Roger Clemens. I did not have that one yet, so I made a trade for that. And in that same trade, these are going to surprise you. This was just to make a trade, move some cards. I added some cards to my want list. Dominique Wilkins, Upper Deck 92-93. I was always a Dominique Wilkins fan. Just loved his athleticism. Loved how he played. And then another Dominique from 93-94 on the Hawks. So those were just kind of fillers to make a trade happen. So that's what I've got to show you today. There are 2 card shows in town this weekend. I don't know if I can make the one on Saturday, but there's one on Sunday at a new location. I don't even know the group that's doing it. It's nobody I've heard of. But JSA Authentication is going to be there. And JSA, of course, being an organization that will authenticate autographs for you. And they're going to have an on-site special of $10. I looked on their website, and if you just send them a random card, it's $35 to have them authenticate the signature for you. So I'm hoping to make it to the show, and I'll capture a little video for you if I do make it. But this is the card I'm going to bring. I've had this Terry Bradshaw card for a while, and the person who sent it to me didn't claim that this was a legit signature of Terry Bradshaw, but I'm going to have JSA take a look at this and see if I can't get it authenticated for $10. You know, the card's in bad shape, but that autograph is pretty nice. If that is legit, it's, you know, nice black Sharpie there. So we'll see what they say, and I'll let you know. Anyway, hope you're having a great weekend. If you've started your weekend yet, please click subscribe if you're not a subscriber already. And I really appreciate you watching. Take care. Bye.